Majestic eagles, rulers of the forest skies. High above the emerald canopy of ancient forests, where sunlight filters through countless layers of leaves and branches reach toward the heavens, a sovereign presence commands the skies. Eagles, those magnificent apex predators of the avian world, have long captivated human imagination with their raw power, keen intelligence, and unmatched mastery of flight. These remarkable birds of prey represent far more than mere hunters. They are living symbols of wilderness, freedom, and the delicate balance that governs forest ecosystems around the globe. The anatomy of supremacy. Eagles possess a suite of adaptations that have evolved over millions of years to create the perfect aerial predator. Their bodies are marvels of biological engineering, designed for both devastating efficiency and breathtaking grace. The most striking feature, their wingspan, can reach extraordinary proportions. The Steller's sea eagle, one of the heaviest eagles in the world, boasts a wingspan that can exceed 8 feet, while the Philippine eagle's broad wings allow it to navigate through dense tropical canopies with surprising agility. Their talons represent perhaps their most formidable weapon. These curved, razor-sharp claws can exert crushing pressure exceeding 750 pounds per square inch, more than enough to dispatch prey or defend territory. The golden eagle's talons are so powerful they can pierce through small mammal skulls with ease, while the harpy eagle's massive feet can grasp sloths weighing up to 17 pounds from high branches. The eagle's vision surpasses human sight by a factor of 4 to 8 times. Their eyes, proportionally larger than those of any other bird relative to head size, contain specialized cells called foveae that provide telescopic vision. This extraordinary visual acuity allows eagles to spot movement from distances that would render prey invisible to terrestrial predators. A golden eagle soaring at 10,000 feet can detect a rabbit moving through grass nearly 2 miles away. Their hooked beaks, perfectly curved for tearing flesh, complete the predatory arsenal. Unlike the straight bills of seed eaters or the long probes of nectar feeders, the eagle's beak is a precision instrument designed for one purpose: efficiently processing prey. The upper mandible's sharp point can pierce tough hide, while the curved design provides optimal leverage for tearing meat into manageable pieces. Forest realm dominion. Within forest ecosystems, eagles occupy the apex position in complex food webs that have evolved over millennia. Their presence shapes entire communities of organisms, creating what ecologists call a landscape of fear, areas where prey species modify their behavior in response to predation risk. This invisible influence extends far beyond direct predation, affecting everything from deer browsing patterns to small mammal activity cycles. Different eagle species have carved out specialized niches within forest environments. The white-bellied sea eagle patrols coastal forests and waterways, diving from great heights to snatch fish from surface waters. The Spanish imperial eagle prefers the edges where forests meet open grasslands, hunting from prominent perches while scanning for rabbits and ground squirrels. Meanwhile, the Philippine eagle has evolved into the ultimate forest specialist, capable of hunting primates and other arboreal mammals in the dense canopies of tropical rainforests. These magnificent birds require vast territories to sustain themselves. A single pair of golden eagles may claim hunting grounds spanning 60 square miles or more, while harpy eagles in the Amazon can range across territories exceeding 100 square miles. Such extensive home ranges reflect not only their position as apex predators, but also the relatively low density of suitable prey in forest environments compared to more open habitats. The seasonal movements of eagles often follow prey migrations and breeding cycles. In northern forests, bald eagles may travel hundreds of miles between summer breeding territories and winter feeding areas where fish remain accessible below ice. These movements connect distant forest ecosystems, making eagles important vectors for genetic exchange and ecosystem connectivity across vast landscapes. The hunt, precision, and power combined. Eagle hunting strategies represent millions of years of evolutionary refinement. These are not the opportunistic scavenging tactics of vultures or the patient ambush methods of owls, but rather dynamic, high-energy pursuits that combine split-second timing with overwhelming physical superiority. The hunt typically begins from a high perch or during soaring flight, where eagles use their exceptional vision to survey vast areas for potential prey. Once a target is identified, the approach varies dramatically based on terrain, prey species, and individual hunting style. Some eagles prefer the direct stoop, a high-speed dive that can exceed 150 miles per hour, transforming the bird into a feathered missile guided by keen eyes and reflexes honed by countless hunts. Others employ more subtle approaches, using forest structure to mask their presence. The goshawk-like hunting style of forest eagles involves quick, agile flights through trees, surprising prey that assumed safety among the branches. The harpy eagle, despite its impressive size, can navigate through dense tropical canopies with remarkable stealth, appearing suddenly to grasp unwary sloths or monkeys. Cooperative hunting, while rare among eagles, occurs in some species during specific circumstances. Pairs of wedge-tailed eagles have been observed working together to exhaust large prey like young kangaroos, with one bird herding while the other positions for the strike. Such cooperation demonstrates the remarkable intelligence these birds possess, capable of complex problem-solving and tactical planning. The kill itself is typically swift and efficient. Eagles are built for power rather than endurance, and prolonged struggles with prey carry risks of injury that could prove fatal to solitary hunters. The initial strike aims to disable prey through massive trauma from talons, often targeting the head or spine to ensure quick incapacitation. Nesting, fortresses in the canopy. Eagle nests, or eyries, rank among the most impressive architectural achievements in the animal kingdom. These structures serve not merely as breeding sites, but as generational monuments that can be used by successive pairs for decades or even centuries. The largest recorded bald eagle nest, located in Florida, measured over 9 feet in diameter and weighed an estimated 2 tons before eventually falling during a storm. Construction begins with the selection of a commanding site, typically the crown of the tallest, most sturdy tree available, often a massive pine, oak, or cottonwood with clear sight lines in multiple directions. The strategic importance of nest placement cannot be overstated, as it must provide both security from ground-based threats and optimal launch points for hunting forays. The building process reveals remarkable engineering instincts. Eagles begin with a foundation of large branches, some weighing 20 pounds or more, carefully interlocked to create a stable platform. Successive layers incorporate progressively smaller materials, medium branches, twigs, bark strips, and finally soft lining materials like grass, moss, and feathers. The entire structure is designed to withstand fierce storms and the considerable weight of adult eagles plus their growing offspring. Nest maintenance occurs throughout the year, with pairs adding new materials during each breeding season. This continuous construction results in massive structures that become landmarks visible from great distances. Some ancient eyries have been documented in continuous use for over 100 years, passed down through generations like ancestral homes. The nest serves multiple functions beyond simple shelter. Its elevated position provides young eagles with their first perspectives of the vast territories they will eventually claim as their own. The structure also functions as a feeding platform where parents teach hunting techniques by demonstrating prey handling methods. Perhaps most importantly, the eyrie represents a declaration of territorial control, visible proof of a pair's dominance over their domain. Voices of the wild. The calls of eagles carry across forest landscapes with remarkable power and clarity. These vocalizations serve multiple functions in complex social systems that belie the popular image of eagles as purely solitary creatures. The iconic screaming call of the bald eagle, actually often dubbed over in movies with the more dramatic cry of a red-tailed hawk, serves as both territorial announcement and pair bonding reinforcement. Different call types convey specific meanings within eagle societies. Sharp alarm calls alert mates and offspring to potential threats, while softer contact calls maintain communication between hunting partners. During courtship, eagles engage in elaborate vocal duets that can continue for hours, reinforcing pair bonds that often last for life. Young eagles possess their own vocabulary, with begging calls that intensify as hunger increases and excitement calls that accompany the arrival of parents with prey. These vocalizations play crucial roles in parent-offspring communication, helping adults assess the needs of their young and coordinate feeding schedules. The acoustic environment of forests creates unique challenges and opportunities for eagle communication. Dense vegetation can muffle calls, leading to the evolution of specific frequencies that carry well through leafy barriers. Some forest eagles have developed calls with remarkable carrying power, audible to humans at distances exceeding a mile under optimal conditions. Generational wisdom. Eagle reproduction represents one of nature's most demanding challenges, requiring perfect timing, abundant resources, and exceptional parental dedication. Most eagle species are monogamous, forming pair bonds that can endure for decades. These partnerships represent investments in accumulated knowledge about territory, hunting grounds, and successful breeding strategies. The courtship displays of eagles rank among the most spectacular in the bird world. Pairs engage in dramatic aerial dances, locking talons and cartwheeling through the sky in displays that test flying skills while reinforcing pair bonds. These courtship flights often occur at great heights, visible from miles away, as eagles spiral upward on thermal currents before beginning their aerial ballet. Egg-laying typically occurs during seasons when prey abundance will peak as young develop. Most eagles lay 1 to 3 eggs, with larger species generally producing fewer offspring. The incubation period varies by species, but typically lasts 30 to 45 days, during which parents take turns warming the eggs while the other hunts. Parental care extends well beyond hatching. Eagle chicks are altricial, meaning they hatch helpless and require intensive care for months. Parents must provide constant protection from weather and predators while delivering a steady stream of prey to support rapid growth. The energy demands are enormous. A pair of golden eagles may need to catch prey weighing over 400 pounds during the breeding season to successfully raise their young. As eaglets develop, parents gradually introduce them to hunting techniques through carefully structured lessons. Young eagles observe prey handling methods, learn to recognize different prey species, and eventually participate in hunting forays under parental supervision. This extended learning period can last for months after fledging, with parents continuing to provide supplemental food while offspring master the complex skills required for independent survival. Guardians of forest health. Beyond their role as apex predators, eagles serve as crucial indicators of ecosystem health. Their position at the top of food webs means they accumulate environmental toxins from all lower levels, making them early warning systems for pollution problems. The near extinction of bald eagles due to DDT contamination in the mid-20th century provided the wake-up call that led to the banning of persistent pesticides and the development of modern conservation biology. Eagles also play important roles in nutrient cycling within forest ecosystems. Their hunting activities transport nutrients from aquatic to terrestrial environments as they carry fish inland to feeding sites. Prey remains and eagle excrement provide concentrated nutrient inputs that can significantly impact local plant communities around nest sites and regular perches. The presence of active eagle territories influences prey species behavior in ways that cascade throughout entire ecosystems. Deer may avoid areas with high eagle activity, leading to reduced browsing pressure on vegetation. Small mammals may shift their activity patterns to periods when eagles are less active, affecting seed dispersal and predation on other species. Conservation challenges and triumphs. The conservation status of eagles worldwide presents a complex mixture of remarkable success stories and ongoing challenges. The recovery of bald eagles from near extinction represents one of the greatest conservation triumphs in North American history. From a low of fewer than 500 breeding pairs in the lower 48 states in the 1960s, the population has recovered to over 70,000 breeding pairs today. However, many eagle species remain critically endangered. The Philippine eagle, with fewer than 800 individuals remaining in the wild, faces extinction pressure from deforestation and hunting. The Spanish imperial eagle has shown encouraging recovery in recent decades through habitat protection and reduction in persecution, while the white-bellied sea eagle continues to decline across much of its range due to coastal development and pollution. Climate change presents new challenges for eagle populations worldwide. Shifting prey distributions, altered migration patterns, and changing weather patterns during breeding seasons all impact eagle reproduction and survival. Some species may benefit from warming temperatures that extend suitable habitat ranges, while others face habitat loss as ecosystems shift beyond their adaptive capacity. Human-eagle conflicts remain significant conservation challenges. Wind energy development, while crucial for addressing climate change, poses collision risks for soaring species. Power lines continue to electrocute eagles, though retrofitting efforts have reduced mortality in many areas. Lead poisoning from ammunition and hunter-killed prey remains a significant threat to scavenging eagle species. The future of forest royalty. As we advance deeper into the 21st century, the fate of eagles remains intimately connected to broader questions about wilderness preservation and ecosystem integrity. These magnificent birds require vast, intact habitats to maintain viable populations, making them powerful symbols for landscape-scale conservation efforts. Emerging technologies offer new tools for eagle conservation. Satellite telemetry allows researchers to track individual birds across their entire ranges, revealing previously unknown migration routes and habitat requirements. Genetic analysis helps identify distinct populations and guides breeding programs for endangered species. Remote sensing technology enables monitoring of habitat changes across vast areas, providing early warning of threats to eagle populations. The relationship between eagles and human communities continues to evolve. Traditional persecution based on perceived threats to livestock has largely given way to appreciation for eagles' ecological roles and cultural significance. Ecotourism focused on eagle watching provides economic incentives for conservation while fostering public appreciation for these remarkable birds. Educational programs that bring people into contact with eagles through wildlife rehabilitation centers, nature preserves, and organized viewing opportunities help build constituencies for conservation. Young people who experience the thrill of watching eagles soar overhead often become lifelong advocates for wilderness preservation. Eternal majesty. In the end, eagles represent something fundamental about the wild places that remain on our planet. They embody the raw power and untamed beauty that draws humans to forests, mountains, and wild waters. Their presence transforms ordinary landscapes into realms of possibility where ancient dramas of survival and adaptation continue to unfold. As rulers of the forest skies, eagles remind us that true majesty cannot be manufactured or replicated. It can only be preserved through careful stewardship of the wild places these magnificent birds call home. Their survival depends not merely on our tolerance, but on our commitment to maintaining the vast, intact ecosystems that have sustained them for millennia. The cry of an eagle echoing across a forest valley carries with it the voice of wilderness itself, a call that speaks to something deep within the human spirit and reminds us of our responsibility as temporary stewards of this remarkable planet. In protecting eagles, we protect the very essence of what it means for places to remain truly wild.